Us here on the show. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for having me.
It's awesome to have you here. And for people who don't know, they need to know you've done it all during your 19-year career as a referee in the NBA. I mean, over 1,100 regular season games, 2 All-Star games. You made your finals debut in 2020, and then it all came to a screeching halt this spring when you were diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Tony, can you take us back to the moment that you found out?
Oh, wow. It was very earth-shattering and enlightening to what millions of people go through daily. And I just happened to be another, unfortunate case. But it was great because of the, having the family support and the awareness of what I was faced with. So it gave me a roadmap to how to progress with this. And thankful, through some of the research and everything from the Albano Foundation, which played a big part in that as well. So it was just, it seemed so surreal. And, me always pride myself on eating healthy, being healthy, being physically active. It was a real shocker for me and the family and my friends and everyone else.
From what I understand, Tony, it started off simply with food poisoning. You'd had some bad sushi and had quite a bad case of food poisoning and went to the hospital, and then the testing began from there, and a week later you were diagnosed.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
that is correct. I, you know, g- developed food poison and went on with some side pain for about a week, and then finally, you know, couldn't, it couldn't bear it anymore. So I went to get it checked out, and through a week of blood work and biopsies and X-rays and everything, and in the process of continuing to work, I ended up on the day that I actually found out, I was going to get tested to fly out to go work the next day, and found out that I got a call from this oncologist that I never had, and he came and said, "Hey, where are you? We need you to turn around and come back." The lab techs found like a series of blood clots.
Very devastating news. The legendary referee Tony Brown, who officiated more than 1,000 games in a 20-year career, has died today on Thursday because of pancreatic-related issues. He was just 55 years old, such a very young gentleman. In a touching statement that has been released, they said Tony Brown was one of the most accomplished referees in the NBA and an inspiration to his colleagues. The NBA commissioner Adam Silver said in a very touching and emotional statement. He continued and said, after his pancreatic diagnosis early last year, Tony fought courageously through countless rounds of treatment to return to work this past season at the NBA Replay Center, demonstrating the dedication and determination and passion that made him such a highly respected official for close to 20 years. It's been very devastating because Tony has been one of the most experienced and very good referees in the NBA. Personally, I used to love him because of his great officiating. The entire NBA family, of course, in this moment in time, mourn his passing, and of course, they must be sending their deepest condolences to his wife Tina, their children Bailey, Basile and Baylen, and his fellow referees, because losing such a man whom you were close to in such a very short time is really very gut-wrenching. Of course, Brown was diagnosed with pancreatic related issues in April 2021 and missed actually the most of the 2020-21 season last season, and he even underwent through chemo, and even last season he worked some nights in the NBA Replay Center, as he was seen in the so many clips that were released on social media. So very many people are still coming in to send their messages of condolences. Very many legendary referees and even fans are continuing to send their tributes to the family, friends, and everyone who was close to Tony, because he's been such a very great referee, and losing him in this time, of course, is very, very heartbreaking. We all know Brown officiated close to 1,110 regular season games and 35 playoff games. That must be good. To referee or to officiate such a huge number of games, it means the work you're doing has been really immense. So, a few weeks ago, we even saw him being actually recognized by one of the universities as he was awarded a degree in a degree from Atlanta University, where he was recognized for his immense works. So in this moment in time, all we are doing is to continue praying and send our deepest sympathies to the family, friends, the family, and everyone who was close to Tony Brown. Rest in power, the King, Tony Brown. The funeral arrangements and the memorial service details, of course, we'll be broadcasting them very soon, and we'll be giving you all the details. Rest in power, King.